Special Agent Cleanly. Are you having a nice day?
So far.
How you doing? What is your first and last name so I can verify that I'm talking to an official sworn agent of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement?
Joshua Quigley, Special Agent, fdle.
How you doing, my friend?
Good, how are you?
What I'm trying to do, I'm assuming that you appreciate citizens that go out of their way to try to protect Americans and at the same time try to aid law enforcement in detecting and arresting American terrorists.
Okay. What kind of information do you have?
Am I correct on that?
Well, it depends on the circumstances, obviously, but we'll be glad to hear you out.
Do you listen to citizens' interpretation of what an American terrorist is, or is it only the cops that can tell you?
Well, we have to determine that based on what the law says.
Okay, let's.
Obviously, we get reports from citizens, and that's why I'm talking to you. So.
Oh, I appreciate that. How long have you been with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement?
Several years.
All right, okay. Let me ask you something. Do you hear those super loud car stereos in Tallahassee?
Loud car stereos?
Yeah, cars with loud.
Okay.
Do you ever hear them in Tallahassee?
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard a few. Pull up to a stoplight and it kind of annoys you.
Kind of annoys you? Well, let me just tell you the felonies. You got a pen there? Would you mind writing down some statutes, my friend?
No, it's all right. I'm pretty familiar with them. Just go ahead and tell me your story first.
Okay. What I've been trying to do. Now, I'm trying to figure this out. If I'm asking you, Special Agent, to write down some statutes, I'm sure you got a pen and paper handy, right?
Yeah, but I don't need to write anything down until I hear what you're talking about. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. I wanted to give you actual statutes, so you can't turn around and say, well, that's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Oh, that's hearsay. Okay. I, right now, have been trying to protect Americans against American terrorists where the cops are protecting the American terrorist. Are you interested in that?
Yeah, I'm trying to follow you. Why don't you just go ahead and tell me the story?
Okay. The super loud car stereos are American terrorists under the definition of 876 of the Florida statutes. That's called the sedition statute. They're also under 874 criminal gang signaling instrumentalities, of where the specifics the legislator has determined that citizens have a right not to be attacked in their home with the concussion of them speakers. Just like in your car, the felonies that them boom cars did while you was in your car. They entered your conveyance, which is your car. That's 1802 of the Florida statutes. That's 15 years in prison. When they hurt your ears, that's battery upon your ears. That's 784 of the Florida statutes. That's a 15-year prison sentence. When they put ambulance and fire department people in danger, that's 80610 of the Florida statutes. That's a 5-year prison sentence.
All right.
When the cops...
I'm getting the gist of your story is that you're making a complaint against loud noise in vehicles?
I'm making a complaint about the cops in Panama City, Florida, aiding and protecting American terrorists.
Yeah.
Okay, there's an office, there's a cop by the name of, there's a sergeant, please hear me out. Notice how this piece of shit, this lowlife motherfucker, evidently his mommy and daddy didn't fucking teach him manners. Notice where this lowlife piece of shit, fdle agent, I believe he's a motherfucking liar. Notice how this sorry lowlife interrupts me. It's almost like they're taught. Interrupt. Be rude. Do whatever you can to try and trap an innocent citizen. Basically, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement is basically a framing motherfucking organization for the cops and they're fucking vultures that look for fucking dead bodies. They're actually fucking body counters. That's all they are. There's a guy named Dennis Creamer that's in jail for the rest of his fucking life because the Florida Department of Law Enforcement framed him in Panama City, Florida. Please hear me out. Sergeant Stryker, the Panama City Police Department, put false charges against somebody. They had to go to court for 6 months fighting them charges. They tried to get a jury trial to go on. Shane R. Band, the honorable judge, said, no, we're not going to take it to a jury trial. I wanted to take it to a jury trial because I was going to put that cop in prison. I know the laws to do it. United States Code, Title 18, 241, 242. It's a $10,000 fine and 10 years in prison. And that's in every cop's manual. Now, the other felonies these boom cars do, it's called mass terrorism of innocent citizens. It is the duty of Frank McKeithen, the sheriff, under 3015 of Florida statutes to arrest every one of these punks, and they can take away their vehicles under 932 contraband. Now, if you've heard these super loud car stereos and you've been in the Florida Department of Law Enforcement several years, what is the reason why you ain't done anything about it?
Well, first of all, sir, it sounds like to me that, based on the facts you're describing, that your main complaint is about loud noise.
Oh, you want to trivialize it. You want to trivialize it. That's what you want to do, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, you're saying that the problem is coming from vehicles with loud stereos. Am I correct?
And what I'm saying is, right now, Special Agent, my friend, there's a guy named Michael Dunn that's in jail for the rest of his life because Rob Shinova of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Department allowed these boom cars to go up and down the road. He was a model citizen out of Satellite Beach, Florida. Owned a company called Dunn & Dunn Software. Was an airline pilot. He asked a punk trash, Jordan Davis, to turn down his stereo. This punk decided he's going to torture this guy. He turned it up. He pulled a gun on Michael Dunn, who happened, if I'm not correct, if you've got a concealed weapons permit, you got to go for training. You just can't get it in a Cracker Jack box. Am I correct on that? Am I correct on that? You just can't just go and apply to get a concealed weapons permit unless you got training. Am I correct on that?
You do not necessarily have to have training. You can have prior training or basically something to qualify for it, but no, you don't have to go through any specific training.
Well, so that means they can just hand them out to anybody, right?
Well, it depends on the state, but that's not my department. That's another agency.
I can guarantee you he had training and he was a responsible citizen. So this punk...
Let me ask you this. How can we help you?
I'll tell you exactly.
What do we need to do to help you?
I want Sergeant Stryker of the Panama City Police Department arrested under perjury, 837 of the Florida statutes, under conspiracy, 838 of the Florida statutes, under racketeering to protect these American terrorists, 895 of the Florida statutes. I want him arrested under United States Code, Title 18, 241, 242. It's a $10,000 fine, 10 years in prison. I want the Florida Supreme Court judge that sided with Richard Catalino, a boom car terrorist in Tampa, Florida. Well, wait a minute, let me ask you something. You're a public servant, am I correct on that, sir?
Yep.
Okay, I'm the public, right?
Yep.
So I have no say-so on who you arrest?
Nope.
Oh, then we got a dictatorship. We got a cop dictatorship going on. Is that what's going on?
Nope. Not at all.
So then what you're telling me, no disrespect, sir, you're saying that I can't direct you to arrest somebody when I've got the proof where this person was aiding American terrorists?
No, you cannot direct a police officer to arrest somebody. Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because that's not how the law works.
The law? Where's the law when the cops are protecting the terrorists?
Well, obviously somebody will have to come out to the scene and investigate, but that's not in our jurisdiction.
Okay,
That's a local jurisdiction.
okay. You mean local means it's not your problem. Is that what you mean?
I'm saying the problem you're describing falls within the local jurisdiction.
Oh, that means
So,
in other words, what you're saying is that, yeah.
What was the agencies you're dealing with again?
The cops can cover it up, is what you're saying, right? They can intimidate good, innocent citizens who are trying to live in peace, right? Okay? They've already taken somebody and forced them to go to court many times, okay? hoping to put them in jail. What? For them only reporting to the police about crimes? Pardon me?
So which agencies are you complaining about?
I'm complaining about the Panama City Police Department, Scott Irvin. I'm complaining about Bay County Sheriff Frank McKeithen's office. Okay, allowing these American terrorists to go up and down the road and rob people of their rights to live in their homes in peace, to be able to live in their cars in peace. Did you not say that you have heard them in traffic and they irritate you, right?
Yeah, that's what loud noise does, it irritates you.
And that's okay, right?
Well, it depends on the person. Me in particular, no, I don't enjoy it.
Oh, so that means somebody should be able to force something on you, right? That you don't want. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying one thing or the other.
Okay, first of all, number one, a law that is broken is a trespass on somebody's unalienable rights. Our Constitution, you did swear an oath in other respects, okay, to uphold the Constitution. Did you or did you not?
Hey, sir,
No, I need to ask you a question. You did take an oath under 876 of the Florida statutes to support and defend the Florida Constitution, yes or no?
I take an oath.
That's right. That's before you can get 1 penny from the state of Florida. That's under 876 of the Florida statutes. So, Article 2, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution says unnecessary noise will not be tolerated.
How can fdle help you, sir?
I want every one of these boom cars. I want them, every one of the shops. I want them all arrested under American terrorists. I want the Supreme Court judge who sided with Richard Catalino on boom cars. I want him arrested.
We don't have any control over the courts, sir, and we certainly do not arrest people for loud music. That's a local jurisdiction.
Oh, in other words, what you're saying is you don't care about that innocent citizens are suffering because the cops refuse to do anything about it. Cops are on the road 24 hours a day.
All I'm telling you is that your problem you're describing is a local matter.
Oh, in other words, what you're saying is that why do we have an office in Tallahassee? We don't need you all. You're not needed. No, you just talk yourself out.
Help you with today, sir?
You